Hello, my name is Emily, and I live in the Great Barrier Reef. My parents and I are coral, and we are known as Acropora sorellus coral. We are called this because of the growths of colonies that form us can resemble tree branches, and the name Acropora literally means a stem or branch.
Yes, that's right, Emily. We live in a place called the Great Barrier Reef, which is a coral reef. Coral reefs are predominantly found between the tropics of Capricorn and Cancer. The Great Barrier Reef is the largest living structure in the world, as it covers over 344,000 square kilometres, which includes over 300 reefs.
And that means I have lots of neighbours and friends to play with.
That's right, hon. Did you know that our home is listed as a World Heritage Site, as it is the most extensive coral reef ecosystem in the world, and is also one of the few living structures visible from space? We really enjoy living here due to the extensive biodiversity with over 1,500 species of tropical fish, including sea turtles and giant clams that live to be over 120 years old.
I love playing with the sea turtles and the clams. They let me rest inside their shells when I'm tired. Our home grows on variables like temperature and nutrients.
I hope you're getting all your vitamins, Emily. Even we need to be healthy and eat our veggies. The process we use to get our nutrients is called photosynthesis. This is where coral and green plants use sunlight to obtain nutrients from carbon dioxide and water, which benefits from the symbiotic relationship with the dinoflagellate algae.
Ooh, I know this bit. The relationship we have is symbiotic, as the coral pulp, that's us, gives the algae a protective home through the calcification process, and also makes us look pretty with the different colours. Both the coral and the algae are friends, helping each other survive in this big bad world.
Whoa, the algae seems to be peeling off from us. What is happening?
I think I'm going to faint.
Mom? Dad? Are you alright? Mom? Dad?
Oh no, it looks like climate change has started to cause coral bleaching in the Great Barrier Reef.
Who are you?
We are divers from the Marine Park Authority who are here to inspect the coral in the Great Barrier Reef.
Okay. What is coral bleaching?
Coral bleaching is a stress response in which the coral expels most of the algae from the coral polyps. This causes the coral to lose its colour, leaving the coral to become a white, bone-like colour. Coral bleaching leads to reductions in colony growth, disease resistance, and survival of the reef.
Wow, that's very interesting. What causes coral bleaching?
Sewage and pollutants runoff both affect the water quality, thus affecting the availability of light to the reefs, which slows down photosynthesis. The crown of thorn starfish is a cholerivorous starfish, which means that its main diet consists of coral, and has led to 3 major outbreaks of coral bleaching over the last 50 years.
Yes, with oil exploration, there were plans to mine limestone and drill to find oil reserves. The impacts from mining led to the Australian and Queensland governments to put in legislation to forbid forms of mining within the boundaries of the marine park.
Wow, that is a real problem, especially for future generations. Do you have any idea what we can do to help stop this from happening?
Well, you know the Great Barrier Reef is managed by the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority and the Great Barrier Reef Coast Marine Park. These two organisations from the federal and state government of Queensland overlook the Great Barrier Reef and how it is managed for future generations.
With the Marine Park Authority, we have developed a document called a Bleaching Response Plan, which goes through different ways they plan to manage the reef. There are 4 main components of this plan.
What do those do? They sound like they could help a lot.
The early warning systems use climate forecasts, tools that monitor temperature variation, a network to detect early signs of coral bleaching, and site inspections. They have a network of regular reef users, including professional, researchers, and fishermen, along with volunteers, allow early detection to occur.
The second component is incident response, which uses the data that was collected from the monitoring network or the site inspection, which is placed into a matrix. The matrix is used to determine the potential response level by looking at the severity and spatial extent of the damage.
This leads the third component, which are management actions. There are 4 plans, which are different options to help reduce the effects of coral bleaching on the reefs. They include protect resistance, build tolerance, promote recovery, and support adaptive capacity.
With the last component being communication strategy, which shows that this plan relies on effective communication, as there are several different groups involved in this massive project, like tourism, agriculture, water, fisheries, and the coast and marine.
Wow, it sure looks like you do a lot to help the environment. I will make sure I do my part and protect the ecosystem in the Great Barrier Reef.
Reef.